Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, 7 and 7 with Essence. I know it's been a while, it's been a lot going on. This fourth trimester is no joke, let me tell you. That's why I'm making these videos, right? So, just to kind of catch you guys up a little bit, it was just my husband's birthday this past week. So I was trying to prepare for that and kind of wrap my mind around what we were going to do, if we were going to do anything. He is in the process of like getting his business off the ground, so he's been really focused on that. So he kind of like doesn't do anything like outside of that, focusing on building that up. And then he's like really hard to like get anything for because he's really not that into anything. Like, he loves the Eagles. So anything Eagles, right? Like, he, of course, loves. But, like, the gifts I get him are, like, really limited to, like, slippers, robe, pajamas, jewelry, cologne. Like, really simple. And so, considering that just this past year, I kind of got him everything in those categories that he wanted, that he asked for. And with Christmas coming up, it's just like, yeah. So I was trying to figure that out, and then trying to figure out what we were going to do. But with this fourth trimester and just not feeling like myself, not really in the mood to be like sexy or like anything like that. And so we were supposed to go to dinner at Hell's Kitchen, but I really wasn't trying to do that. I don't know if any other moms have like experienced this, or if you experience this, but like after having a baby, you really don't feel like yourself. And it's kind of difficult to remember what it was like before you had this baby. It's like, how did I even wear clothes? Like, I wore clothes this tight. I wore heels this high. Like, what? Like, I did all of this to get ready to go outside. Why? It takes so long. It's so much. I still got to get a baby ready also. It's just so many factors that go into this whole thing after you have the baby, and I'm just not there. So I was kind of happy when he kind of was like, he really didn't want to go out to dinner. But then we were thinking about going to the Eagles-Giants game, which is tomorrow. And that was another thing that we were just like, because if we went there, that's outside. And that means that we would have to leave the baby. And that would be an extended period of time that we would be leaving the baby. And we would be about 2 hours away. And that's just, yeah. I'm not ready to do that. Mom guilt and nursing and all, like, just all those things wrapped up into one. It's just like, yeah, no. That wasn't an option. So I made him a nice dinner at home, and we kind of just did that whole thing. But I definitely say that it really is a thing, like being able to tap into that side of yourself that I guess I'll say got you a baby in the first place. Yeah, it's like, it's hard. So you mamas, you out there, just let me know if you have any tips, that helped you, or that's helping you tap back into that side of you. Because even after having 5 kids, it's proving to be, I think, more and more difficult with each child. I will say also, I've breastfed all my kids, outside of my oldest, who's 11. All my ones after that, I breastfed for at least 2 years. Sorry, I had to stop the video because 7 was having a moment here. I don't know if she was gagging on like mucus or what was going on. But yeah, so we had to take a little pause. But yeah, like I was saying, I breastfed them all for at least 2 years. And so with that, with breastfeeding them all for at least 2 years, for the past 6 years, I've been breastfeeding. And so I'm kind of touched out. It's a term basically where it's just like you done took all the human contact that you can take and you don't want to take no more. And that's kind of where I am. And so it's kind of proves difficult for my husband to just be able to like spontaneously help like bring me out of like a lot of the feelings that I'm experiencing, because like he go to touch me and I'm like, like, no, what you doing? Get out my bubble. But yeah, so something I'm working on. I'm working on it. He's being patient with me, but oh my God, like yeah. So, any other mamas, if you're experiencing this, please let me know how you're dealing with it. Yeah, so, just I've been trying to keep a handle on my emotions, trying to keep a handle on my mind state, trying to stay present, continuously affirming myself, not trying to put too many things on my plate, trying to give myself grace, but honestly, not too much grace, because I'm a master procrastinator. I love to drag my feet. So give me a reason to drag my feet, and oh my God, nothing will get done. So, yeah, so that's just what I've been going through. Nothing too crazy. Video is not too crazy, too long. I just wanted to get on here and touch base with you guys. I know it's been a while. I just been really, like, life has been literally lifing. Like, it really has. Today, Aubrey had a birthday party that she was supposed to go to. It was at 11:30 this morning, and needless to say, we did not make it out the door to the party. Getting a newborn ready, having places to go with a newborn is really trying, especially if it's time sensitive, because newborns have no sense of time and they don't care. They don't care what you got to do, where you got to go, how bad you want to go there. If they're hungry, if they're tired, if they want to poop up their back and mess up everything, their clothes and your clothes, so be it. You just got to roll with the punches. And that's kind of what we dealt with this morning and more. And so, and it was all taking place like right before, like right when it's time to start getting ready to go. Anything that Seven could do to slow down the process, she did. And so it was just like, yeah, unfortunately, yes, Aubrey missed out on something else. I'm like, I owe that girl so much. So yeah, so, but she was happy. She said, she said to me, she was like, Mom, if you let me go on YouTube on my iPad, like, I won't be that upset. And so, needless to say, she wasn't that upset. This was after she had a good cry, of course, about not being able to go. Kids, right? But yeah, so I'm learning to balance the process, having 7 kids and trying to really get a handle on everything that's going on with each one of them, and making sure everybody's getting what they need, the attention they need, the stimulation they need, the emotional support they need, the correction and discipline that they need. Like, just making sure that everything is balanced. And it's not the easiest thing to do. Let me tell you something. It's not easy to do with one child, let alone 7 of them. So, just still trying to put away laundry from that I did last week. By the time I get this laundry put away, I'll be doing laundry again. I just can see it, right? It's just like this is where life is. But you know, I'm grateful. I'm grateful that I have things to complain about. One of my husband's friends, last night, he lost his wife and child at the same time. We're not 100% sure of what the circumstance was that surrounded that, but it's like when things could be that tragic, that catastrophic, that life altering, life changing, it's like, what are we really complaining about? What are you really upset about? What's really frustrating you? What's really keeping you from being able to move forward? Is it really that bad? As bad as you're making it in your mind? And sometimes it can be, right? But then it's like, now what? Okay, it's true. It really is that bad, but now what? Are you just going to stay in these feelings, be miserable? Are you going to wallow in self-pity? Like, what are you going to do? Are you going to do anything to change it? Or are we just going to stay stagnant? Like, what's the plan? Where do we go from here? And, you give yourself time, right? You give yourself time to feel whatever emotions you need to feel. But then there needs a excuse me, guys, an exit strategy. You need a way to get out of that, right? To get out of that rut, to get out of that mind state. You need to have a plan so that you don't get stuck there, so that you don't get swallowed up in that quicksand of emotions and lose yourself. So, with that being said, I just really hope that, the little things that I touched on, that it's thought-provoking, that it really opens up a dialogue about some different things that you can have with your support people around you, with other mothers that may be going through some things that you may notice, or even dialogue with me. But we really need to start creating dialogue, and I hope that tonight I brought to light some things that can be or should be spoken about. I have not been getting much sleep lately. 7 has had a cough, and of course it's all a part of the 4th trimester, right? The worry. And so it already comes naturally, and then now she has a cough, and so I'm worried about how she's sleeping. If she can sleep, there she goes. If she can sleep, and how she's doing with that whole thing. And so yeah, she seems like she's trying to wake up. But yeah, so I just really have been dealing with that also. So I haven't been getting much sleep. Even when my husband wakes up to do his shift with her, I'm up with him. Like, is she all right? She needs something? Like, she breathing okay? She eating okay? So yeah, that's kind of where we are with that. So I haven't even been pumping. I've been just nursing her straight from the breast, like nonstop. And that's just kind of the life that we've been living. Life has definitely been lifing. But I am grateful, looking forward to the holidays coming up. And I hope you guys are too. I will try to do another video soon before the holidays come and talk about some of the things that I'm planning to do with the children that are going to be fun. We try to focus more on making memories than we do on gifts. So even though the children still get gifts, but we don't like to put too much emphasis on that aspect of the holiday season. So I might just get on and just speak a little bit about that for anyone who's interested in some of the things that we do and some of the things that we teach the kids. But with that being said, 7 is definitely trying to wake up. So I'm going to change her and nurse her and get ready to go to bed. Love you guys. I hope that you got something out of tonight. Sorry it was so short and quick, but we will talk again soon.